Hello everyone, good morning, afternoon or evening depending upon the time and time zone you are watching this video from. I'm Uncodemy, Academic Faculty, Department of Data Science, Uncodemy Group. So guys, in today's video we are going to understand about the encoding techniques in data science. First we will try to understand what exactly encoding stands for. So what is the fundamental meaning of this encoding when we are talking about machine learning and data, and in order to read the data, in order to process the data and do this model deployment, we need entire data in numerical columns. So let us say if we have one column in our data frame that is city or gender. So city cannot be in numerical format. City is going to be the name of city, that means in the string or object format as we call it. Similarly, speaking of gender, it's going to be male or female this way, but the machine does not understand anything strings when it comes to the processor. So in order to feed this data, what we need to do, we need to encode this particular data of genders or any column which is in string format. We need to convert it into numericals. So how do we do that? We have two different approaches in encoding. The first one is one-hot encoding. In one-hot encoding, what happens? It is generally used for the columns that are having low number of changing values. So in gender, there are only two values, and these two values will be getting repeated. Now, let us say if we have 10 lakh records or maybe 10 million records. In those 10 million records, gender is going to be either male or female, male or female, male or female this way. Maybe at some cases it might be one other category of gender which is others. So let's not get much specific into the details, but for ease of understanding, just simply let us consider in our gender column we have only two values, male and female, and these two values are getting repeated for 10 million times. Now this particular male and female needs to be converted into a numerical value. So either we will convert male and we will encode male to as 0 and female as 1. Now every time when it appears 0, we humans know that we have encoded it. We know that 0 means male, 1 means female. This way we can understand it, and machine would be only considering this as categories. One is the 0 category, another is the 1 category. In one-hot encoding, it is generally used when we have low number of changing variables into a particular column, and apart from this, it also do one thing. It will create another column of the same, like it will create another column in our data frame, and in the previous column where male and female entries were there, so it will term all the males as 0 and every females as 1. On the other column, which is the new column that is created, it will convert all the males as 1 and all the females as 0. So this was short idea of one-hot encoding. Now the other thing that we have is label encoding. What exactly we do in label encoding is, it will not create n number of columns. Instead, it will keep the same column that we have in our data frame. Also, it will do wonders in some different way. Let us say that if our changing variables in the data frame are very huge, for example city or maybe country, so there are maybe 195 plus countries in the world, and we have 10 million records. So this 10 million out of those 194 or 195 countries, these countries are getting repeated to 10 million times. And this is what we basically understand about as of now. Now we do not want our data frame to add 195 more columns. Then we will use label encoding, and in label encoding it will keep the same column that we have, and it will start ranking all these cities from 0 to n number. Whatever number of cities or countries we have, it will just convert them. So what will happen if we have India, India, Pakistan, USA, UAE and other countries? So it will encode them, it will convert them into 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So India, let us say, was present at the top, it's termed 0. Now let us say India is getting repeated after 11 index. So after 11 index, now as we have India initially and we have India at the 11th index, now 0 was for India initially, and now again at 11th index it will mark 0. So it just, you can consider the purpose of encoding is somewhat relevant to your name, and your name is converted into an employee ID when you start working. So employee ID doesn't make much sense, but it's a coded version of a string data. So this was all about encoding techniques in data science. These two techniques that we have just discovered, one hot encoding and label encoding. In order to get more idea about it, please stay connected with our YouTube channel. Do subscribe to it and like this video if you enjoyed this content. If you have any doubt, please flood this comment section. Let us know in the comment section what particular topic you want us to create informative videos for you. And you guys can please call the contact number that is provided at the end of this video in order to get a free demo session or a free career counseling session. We have excellent set of trainers over here. We have excellent set of counselors over here. So stay tuned guys. Anshul Gautam signing off. May God bless you all.